Class 8 Science, we were discussing chapter 16 Light, and in this video we will discuss about defects of vision, care of the eyes and Braille system. First come to defects of vision. There are three common defects of vision and they are myopia, short-sightedness or near-sightedness, hypermetropia, long-sightedness or far-sightedness, presbyopia. First come to myopia. The defect of an eye in which a person cannot see the distant objects clearly is called myopia. A person with myopia can see nearby objects clearly. यानी कि इस बीमारी में व्यक्ति दूर की वस्तुओं को साफ नहीं देख सकता जबकि पास की वस्तुओं को साफ देख सकता है. And this is corrected by concave lens. Hypermetropia. Hypermetropia or long-sightedness is a defect of an eye where a person cannot see nearby objects clearly but can see the distant objects clearly. यानी कि जिसको हाइपरमेट्रोपिया होता है वो पास की वस्तुओं को साफ नहीं देख सकता लेकिन दूर की वस्तुओं को साफ देख सकता है. And it is corrected by convex lens. Presbyopia. This defect of vision usually happens in old age when ciliary muscles become weak and can no longer adjust the eye lens. The muscles become inflexible in this condition and cannot see nearby objects clearly. Okay. Sometime in this disease, a person is suffering from both myopia and hypermetropia. यानी कि वह न तो दूर की वस्तुओं को साफ देख सकता है न पास की वस्तुओं को साफ देख सकता है. बट दिस इज हैपन ओनली इन ओल्ड एज ड्यू टू वीकनेस इन ciliary muscles. Cataract. Sometimes, particularly in old age, eyesight becomes foggy. It is due to the eye lens become cloudy. It is possible to treat this defect. The opaque lens is removed and a new artificial lens is inserted. ठीक है, कह सकते हैं एज बढ़ने के साथ साथ धुंधलापन आ जाता है, साफ नजर नहीं आता है. इस बीमारी को बोलते हैं आप कैटरैक्ट. जैसे दिस इज नॉर्मल आई एंड दिस इज आई विद कैटरैक्ट. ओके, लेंस के ऊपर धुंधलापन आ जाता है, क्लाउडीनेस आ जाती है, फोगीनेस आ जाती है. केयर ऑफ द आईज. If there is any problem, you should go to an eye specialist. Have a regular checkup. If advised, use suitable spectacles. Chashma. Too little or too much light is bad for eyes. बहुत कम और बहुत ज्यादा रोशनी आंखों के लिए खराब है. Insufficient light causes eye strain and headache. Too much light like that of the sun, a powerful lamp or a laser torch can injure the retina. Do not look at the sun or a powerful light directly. Never rub your eyes. If particles of dust go into your eyes, wash your eyes with clean water. If there is no improvement, go to a doctor. Always read at the normal distance for vision. Do not read by bringing the book too close to your eyes or keeping it too far. पढ़ते समय किताब को न बहुत पास रखना है न बहुत दूर रखना है. जो नॉर्मल डिस्टेंस है आपके देखने की वहां तक रखना है. If food is deficient in some components, eyes may also suffer. Lack of vitamin A in food stuff is responsible for many eye troubles. Most common amongst them is night blindness. रात में जिसको नहीं दिखाई देता है उसको बोलते हैं आप is suffering from night blindness. One should therefore include in the diet components which have vitamin A. Raw carrots, broccoli, green vegetables, and cod liver oil are rich in vitamin A. Eggs, milk, curd, cheese, butter, and fruits such as papaya and mango are also rich in vitamin A. So, use these food items during your food. Visually impaired persons can read and write. Some persons including children, can be visually impaired. They have very limited vision to see things. Some persons cannot see at all since birth. Some persons may lose their eyesight because of a disease or an injury. Such persons try to identify things by touching and listening to voices more carefully. They develop their other senses more sharply. However, additional resources can enable them to develop their capabilities further. The most popular resource for visually challenged persons is Braille system or simply Braille. Now, what is the Braille system? Louis Braille, himself a visually challenged person, developed a system for visually challenged persons and published it in 1821. The present system was adopted in 1932. There is Braille code for common languages, mathematics, and scientific notation. Many Indian languages can be read using the Braille system. Visually impaired people learn the Braille system by beginning with letters, then special characters, and later combinations. Braille text can be produced by hand or by machine. Typewriter-like devices and printing machines have now been developed. Now, what is the Braille system? We are continuing. Braille system has 63 dot patterns or characters. Each character represents a letter, a combination of letters, a common word, or a grammatical sign. That is, each character represents either a letter, a combination of letter, a common word, or a grammatical sign. Dots are arranged in cells of two vertical rows of 3 dots each. These patterns, when embossed on Braille sheets, help visually challenged persons to recognize words by touching. To make them easier to touch, the dots are raised slightly. See, examples of dot patterns used in Braille system. C is represented like this. A is this. T is this. So, if we combine all these three, we will get letter CAT. Word, we will get word CAT. The same way, and is represented like this, comma is represented like this. Some visually impaired persons. First, we'll discuss the Indians. Diwakar, a child prodigy. Okay, it means talented child. Has given amazing performances as a singer. This is the picture of the Diwakar. Ravindra Jain, I think you are familiar. Born completely visually impaired. Obtained his Sangeet Prabhakar degree from Allahabad. He had shown his excellence as a lyricist, singer, and music composer. This Ravindra Jain. Lal Advani, himself visually impaired, established an association for special education and rehabilitation, that is resettlement of disabled in India. Besides this, he represented India on Braille problems in UNESCO. This is the photo of Lal Advani. Now, foreigners which are visually impaired. Helen Keller, I think you are again familiar with this name. An American author and lecturer, is perhaps the most well-known and inspiring visually challenged person. She lost her sight when she was only 18 months old, but because of her resolve and courage, she could complete her graduation from a university. She wrote a number of books, including The Story of My Life. Okay, thank you.